Hello and welcome back. Tailwind enables us to play with different background features, from plain solid background to gradient background and even image background. Let's see how that is implemented. Let's create a div and let's give it a size of 40, and then we can create a plain background using the bg command. We have done creating solid background a lot, but let's do a little recap on that. The keyword for creating any background is bg, then you can do transparent background and solid background. Let's look at creating a solid background. I'm going to create a cyan color and say 500. This creates a square color. Let me reduce the size to say 20 so that the image can be smaller, and give it a margin of 2 because I want to create other ones. Of course, you can change this to any other shades of cyan, and you can change the color to any other color. We talked about it a lot, and not just the color, you can change also the transparency of the color. This is BG yellow 700. If you want to change the transparency of that, you can do from 5 to 95. You can change the transparency of that color. And then let's do gradient background. Gradient background moves from one color to another color. It uses color stops to determine the from color and the to color. Let me comment this out. Okay, I'm going to pick one of these and then format it. And then right from here, I'm going to put the gradient background. The class keyword is bg gradient, and then dash 2 dash the side of the gradient you want to start from. We have the top gradient. We have it moving from top to right, it moving from right to left, from bottom right to top right, and then from bottom, then starting from bottom left or top left. You can see all that listed here. So let's start from the right. And as it is, because the gradient word here is 2, so it actually starts the color from the 2 color. So we now had color stop, and the color stop starts from the 2 color because we said start from the right. Let's start from the top first. The 2 color we use, say cyan 200, and then it has another stop color which is from color from cyan 600, and you will see it starts from the top with a cyan 200 down to cyan 600. If I change this to 100, you see the top is lighter. Let's do some little more. We're going to change it from top to bottom, and you will see the second one is starting from the cyan 100 up. We have all these sides that we can pick from. Let's do bottom left, and let's change the color to red. Let's say from red 500 to cyan 600. So it moves from the bottom left of red 600 to cyan 600. Let's make it cyan 500. The to keyword and the from keyword are color stops. Let's take a deeper look into the color stops. I'm going to make a copy of this, and I'm just going to do it from left to right. So from left to right, it goes from red to cyan. There is another one apart from to and from. You can also do a via to make the color 3 instead of 2. So I can say via green 500, and you will see it goes red via green and then to cyan. We can also create percentages for each of this color. As you can see, they are all equally divided in the div, but let's create another one. I'm going to have height of 16 and our width of 64. Also, we have margin 2, and then we can now have a bg gradient to right to left with a from of indigo 500, a via of sky 500, the 2 will be emerald 500. So we have these 3 indicated here. Now we can decide the percentages. At this moment, they are equally divided. I can say the from should be 10%. So I'll say from dash 10%, Of course, I can put 20%, whichever I want. Let's just do 10%. And then the via should be another 10%. And if you have two numbers close to each other, the image will create a sharp one. But let's change this now to 30%, and you'll see it flows. And then this is 10 and the other is 30. And then let's make the 2, which is emerald, let's make it 90%. And you can see that flows also. If I make it closer to the 30%, let's say 40%, it's going to create a sharper edge. You can see it looks sharper. If you put it at 30, it's going to be quite sharp. Because it's gradient, we have to create a color that is further away to create a smooth transition. This video is part of my course on Udemy titled Mastering Tailwind CSS with Project Example. Currently, we have 18 project examples that you can use, so go to the link in the description below for our sales coupon to access the course.